This is what my studio looked like 6 months ago, and I'm not exaggerating when I say that it was actively making it harder to film videos. So over the last few months, I built a new studio in a completely different space, and a few of these upgrades made way more difference than I expected. Quick context, if you're new, this studio is my basement. It's where I film, edit, mod hardware, and basically run this entire YouTube channel. Before this basement, I was filming in a guest bedroom. A bed took up half the room. Nothing was soundproof, so everything basically bounced off the walls. So this led me to build a new studio. I used a corner of my basement to do it. It was originally just tool storage, but it was the best space I had. Now I spent 6 months down here already, and I made a lot of real upgrades. Let's start with the one thing that was actually driving me the most insane, and that is organization. I have camera gear, hand tools, modding supplies, and a 3D printer with all the accessories living in the same 3 feet of bench space. I picked up 2 of these Harbor Freight tool chests during their Black Friday sale. Also, my cousin actually works there, so I got his employee discount stacked on top of the sale, so I bought 2 of them. I also added an IKEA Skatus pegboard on the wall to organize my gear and add some dimension to the background. This single change probably saves me hours over the long run. If you film and you don't have an organized storage space, fix that before you buy any more gear. But a lot of the best organization in this space doesn't exist as a product you can buy. I actually designed and 3D printed a lot of these parts in here. I actually just sold my Bamboo Lab P1S and traded my Maker World points towards the new Bamboo X2D printer. I was planning to spend an entire video solving every remaining storage problem in this studio space with custom 3D prints. So stay tuned for that, but unfortunately my X2D printer needed to be returned due to a shipping issue. So that bigger 3D printing video is on hold for now. If you're not really ready to invest in a printer yet, but you need custom parts, PCBWay does on-demand 3D printing, CNC machining, and PCB fabrication. I've actually used their CNC machining before, and the products look great. It's super simple. You just upload your files, get an instant quote, and they'll ship your parts right to your door. Check out PCBWay.com, links in the description, and thanks again to them for making projects like this possible. Number 2 and 3 can kind of be like their own thing, but it really is 2 separate parts. And that is my filming surface that you see here, and the chair that goes with it. FlexiSpot sent over 2 flagship pieces I want to show you. First, the FlexiSpot E7 Pro standing desk in an all-white configuration. The E7 Pro is a dual monitor sit-stand desk with a 3-stage semi-C leg structure. It handles up to 440 pound static load with a height range from 25 inches up to 50.5. 4 programmable height presets, and the frame is rock solid even at full standing height. Backed by a 15-year warranty and a 30-day free risk return, use the code in the description to get a discount. The all-white finish was a deliberate choice. In a filming environment such as this, a white desktop acts like a bounce card. You can literally see these light bouncing right off of me, and you might not even have noticed. It also gives me a clean white surface for overhead shots, which I desperately needed. When I was filming on that bench top, I was using a corrugated whiteboard. This was a leftover piece, so I decided to use that as a backdrop. I actually added casters to the legs of this desk so I can freely move it around this space here. It allows me to kind of configure things if I need to film over here, film over there, or if it's just in my way, I can move it out of the way. It's literally probably the biggest upgrade that this space has, besides all the other hard work and dedication I've poured into this space. So if you have watched this far, thank you. I do this stuff to share passions with you, and I'm just so grateful that you guys are watching this video. So give this video a thumbs up. FlexiSpot also sent over their C7 Max ergonomic chair. It's actually their flagship commercial chair. It's been great. I've been trying to compare it to my Herman Miller Aeron that I've been using for the last year-ish. But this is why I like it so much. 3D adjustable headrest, height adjustable backrest, customizable seat depth, a 5D armrest. You can dial in for typing or gaming, and the lumbar support is built around your sacrum, not just your lower back. So when you recline, it follows your spine through the full curve. 2-inch latex memory foam seat designed for hours of comfort. 10-year warranty with a 30-day return window. Once again, check it out in the description below. When you're at a desk for hours, comfort matters. And one thing I really like about the FlexiSpot chair over the Herman Miller is that it has a foam seat. It's comfortable. The Herman Miller does not have that. My only gripe with it is gonna be the armrest, because they have a weird tendency to click, and when I move out of my desk, I tend to push, or I grab the armrest to move the chair, and when I do that, it just throws me off because it's adjusting all the time. So if you're curious about checking out those pieces, links are in the description for the E7 Pro standing desk and the C7 Max ergonomic chair. My number 4 biggest upgrade has been my audio. I actually ended up getting a RØDECaster Duo mixer, which will allow me to film voiceovers from my desk and my standing desk. So I'll be able to actually integrate this into my workflow. Being able to have 2 mics permanently set up is going to be a game changer, and one audio configuration that routes everything into either my computer or my camera. I'm still working out some of the kinks and details, but I plan to have this evolve over time. I already can tell. I currently have it mounted back here in my studio space, but I can see myself mounting it over on the left-hand side of my desk, so I can actually have a mic mounted here and easily move it over there. But cables are always a pain and something that matter a lot in a space like this. So wireless mics do come in handy at times, but you can easily put a wireless microphone on that mixer, which is great. I also picked up a Shure SM7B off Facebook Marketplace, which has been on my list forever for voiceover work. The SM7B is a notoriously low output mic. Traditionally, you need to use a cloud lifter inline to get usable audio levels, but I'm running it through the RØDECaster Duo, which has clean preamps with enough gain to drive the SM7B without anything inline. Upgrade number 5, and this one goes hand in hand with the audio rework. It's the HUANUO FlowLift single monitor mount. HUANUO sent this over to feature in the build, and it ended up solving a problem I didn't even know I had. The FlowLift is rated for monitors from 13 up to 32 inches with a gas spring arm that articulates smoothly throughout the full range. And it features a standard VESA mount, one thing that my mixer uses as well. I can position it exactly where I need it, lock it down and it stays. Adjust it again 2 minutes later and it moves smoothly without fighting me. I almost skipped this one, but goes hand in hand with the RØDECaster Duo. It's a VESA mount. I actually mounted the Duo on a monitor arm. Yes, I'm putting an audio mixer on an audio arm. It might sound weird, but it's really not. And to be clear, even though I'm using it for a mixer, this is first and foremost a monitor mount, which any monitor 13 to 32 inches will work. The mixer use case is just where I personally landed with it. It floats the mixer off the desk and gives me real estate underneath, and it lets me swing it into reach when I need it and out of frame when I don't. The flexibility is huge in a studio space like this, especially the one that's still changing. As I mentioned, I wanted to be able to move it and flex around with it, so when I'm at my desk it's closer. If I'm over out here it can be a little bit closer. We'll see how it handles out over time. If you're looking at grabbing something similar, use my promo code in the description to get 5% off. We also got the Intehill monitor here. We're going to be using this for a camera monitor whenever we're going to be filming videos moving forward. Little portable monitors like this are thin, they don't take up much space, and they serve a really good purpose for being a studio monitor like this. Especially when we're going to be filming content like this more often, and I can just always move it out the side of the way so it's not in our main shot. But this is where the studio sits today. The biggest lessons from this whole rebuild, most of my problems really weren't gear problems, they were organization problems and routing problems and trying to find the best way to build out a space like this. Alongside the organization problems, it was really just having a flexible workspace that will allow me to do this thing productively. A whole nother desktop space, perfect for filming, perfect for keeping things organized. I got my laptop here, I got a monitor here, I got an extra camera here. I got enough space to keep all my things within arm's reach, and that's huge. So I want to thank FlexiSpot for the desk and chair. Links are pinned in the description and in the comments below. And I'll see you guys in a future video, which we've been doing a lot in this studio space so far. Just reflecting now, we've done videos on gaming devices such as the Steam Deck. We've had the Thor. That thing is amazing portably. I plan to do a video on the PlayStation Vita and more videos on digital audio music players. I got the FIO M21 here, and I've actually been customizing an iPod Classic. So these are all things that this studio space allows me to do and things I plan on making videos on. So if you stuck around this long, please go check out my channel. We have plenty of other amazing content, and this space lets it all come together. So thank you for watching. Let me know what you thought in the comments below. I love commenting with you guys, and it's just great to see comments come in, so I appreciate those. I'll see you in one of those future videos. Or click this video here, or here, or here to see more. Peace!